Syngenta Canada and C&M Seeds present the Wheat School on RealAgriculture.com.
We're joined right now on RealAgriculture.com by John DePutter from DePutter Publishing, based in London, Ontario, and we are at Farm Tech 2012. Welcome today, John.
Thank you, Sean. Good to be here.
John, you've spoke at 2 concurrent sessions now. The room has been packed. A lot of growers are very interested, obviously, in what the 2012 markets are going to look like. What has been kind of your message to growers in dealing with the apparent future volatility here?
Well, Sean, there have been several components to my message. I think one key component to my message today has been that the volatility we face in agriculture is a fact of life, and it's going to continue. And indeed, in a world of irrational markets at many times, in a world of herd mentality, in a world where you get markets rising into bubbles that suddenly pop, and in a world of weather vagaries, money flows, and so forth, we can't expect anything other than a lot of volatility and a lot of surprising moves to the upside and the downside. So what this means to me is that you market your crops incrementally, and when you get a rally going, however fundamentally justified the rally may or may not be, whatever reasons you may see as the rally proceeds for not selling or for believing the market should go higher, the bottom line is you use that rally to pick off an incremental sale if you're looking at a profitable price for your business. This all comes down to profits. And volatility actually creates profitable opportunities that sometimes don't last. So use the rallies to your own benefit. That's one of my messages.
So what have been the questions from growers? Is that really what's on their mind? Is to do with kind of like one day it's raining in Argentina, the next day it's not. It just seems it's hard to put your marketing plan together.
One of the most common questions that I get from a lot of growers is, what's going to happen with all the debt in the world? Where's this ultimately going to lead us? What's the economy going to look like 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road? What's the impact of the currency, the various currency shifts around the world going to be for the Canadian dollar? Issues outside of agriculture actually evoke more questions than issues related to agriculture, like where do I think the price of canola is going to be 2 weeks from now? And I guess one of the messages that I try to give people is that if we boil down all of these issues in the world, the debt issues, the economic questions, the financial vulnerability of some sovereign states and so forth, if we bring all that down to the lowest common denominator, ultimately it's probably going to either result in an inflationary surge or a deflationary bust. And whichever happens, I think we want to look both ways as we travel along this road of uncertainty. And as we travel along this road and recognize that the results could be extremely bearish or bullish, what we want to do is to keep our eyes on the bearish risks. That's the big risk area for agriculture. And that means that you don't want to be too aggressive about not selling when you see a profit.
U.S. real estate proved that, right? We didn't pay attention to the bearish risk that this market could actually go down, and look what happened.
Yeah. The blind side of a lot of people is usually the bearish side, because people have a tendency to want to be optimistic, particularly after a few good years like this.